brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, there's
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Here alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. So Detroit will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Detroit looking at who they've got. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Reggie Jackson out there with Jennings. And it's Butler in at the...
Put Greg Monroe in a tight spot. Both players, natural power forwards. Neither one of them floor spacers. So it really was not a good fit. And that showed in the Pistons record.
Here's Jennings. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. On defense, the Warriors. It's Jennings with the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Brandon Jennings acquired in a sign and trade by the Pistons last season on a 3-year, $24 million contract.
Jennings probably expecting more in terms of the deal. But look, maybe it was a wake-up call for him. You know, he has not been part of a winning team yet. And generally speaking, you know, stats alone don't get you max contracts. Stats and wins are what do that, and that's what's next for Jennings.
Now Jennings after the missed three from Klay Thompson. Jennings with the ball. Now Green defending, and it's blocked by Curry. Jackson against Green. Butler with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Jackson, and that one is stuffed right through. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin.
Oh!
Up high and down hard. That's right. Curtains, we can shut it down now. Because that one, we won't see anything better than that fella.
Oh, come on, Clark. Maybe he'll do it again.
No, he won't top that effort. No way.
I wouldn't put it past him, Clark. This guy's a crowd pleaser.
It's stolen by Curry. Oh, here comes Curry all alone.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Jennings with the bucket. Here's Curry. He's got 5.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. Bad turnover differential and free throw differential. Both things that have plagued this season.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
And you look at the free throw disparity for the Warriors, not the most surprising stat. They're more of a jump shooting team than a slashing team. But if you're going to settle for jump shots, then you can't also turn it over at a high rate. I think that's where they have to improve.
Kicks it out to Prince. Now the pass to Monroe. Banked in off the glass. Monroe's got 6. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. Rebound by the Pistons. Now Jennings. Pass to Drummond. His first 2 points of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Back up. And it's laid in by Monroe. 8 points for him.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
On the court for the Pistons, Jackson is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Tolliver in at the 4 spot. Pistons leading by 7. And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid, and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So, you know, what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
Now Jackson. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Drummond with a screen on Curry. Jackson passes to Drummond. Here's Meeks, guarded by Curry. The drive by Jackson. They get it again. Passes it to Caldwell-Pope. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And the Pistons making a change here. Butler's checked in. Outside Jackson. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Curry with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Curry's got 8 points.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
The drive by Green. Good. Green's got his first points of the game. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Caldwell-Pope. He's covered by Thompson. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope. Pistons leading by 6. Outside Jackson. Good. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
The drive by Green. Jackson against Curry. Here's Caldwell-Pope. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Curry wide open, and again, it's the Warriors missing. And here we go, Pistons running again. Here's Butler, finished off the break.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
And that does it for the first half of play. Pistons lead by 12. The sideline. Doris?
Well, Karan, just a quick question before you head off.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Greg Monroe with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Green. That's the Warriors' 5. An uptick in minutes last season for Andre Drummond. The Pistons had brought him along slowly, Clark, in his rookie season, much to the frustration of the Piston fans.
You know what? It was the Pistons training staff, though, Kevin, that pulled back the reins. They found he had some imbalances athletically that predisposed him to injury, so they wanted to be cautious with him, and it looks like it's paying off.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, Steph Curry's such an incredible outside shooter. He makes impossible shots look easy. Draymond Green said he expects those shots to go in. He said, quote, amazed when he doesn't make it. Nonetheless, it's still amazing. I guess that's a contradiction. I'm used to seeing it, but it never gets old. Kevin, I bet we can agree with that.
No doubt, Doris. One of the best shooters in basketball. Thank you. The Warriors making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Pistons leading by 7.
And for Drummond, you think about the stress on his joints, moving so quickly with his size. He needed to develop his core muscles to protect himself. You know, the trainer's caution was validated in year 1 when he ended up missing a couple of months with a fractured vertebra in his back.
And Drummond played starters minutes in year 2. You have to give him a lot of credit. That young man stayed patient. He worked diligently, putting in the time with the training staff to improve his body and his conditioning. And that hard work prepared that big athletic body of his to be able to handle that additional workload.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Off the inbound. Here's Jackson. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will come the other way. Throws it up high. Outside for Curry. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. He feeds it to Barbosa. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Monroe. And here we go. Fast break. Jennings has got it. Banked in off the glass. Jennings has got 7 points in the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Jackson. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Bogut dishes to Iguodala. Just 3 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Livingston passes to Lee. Iguodala wide open. Another miss by Iguodala. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Meeks. Iguodala with the block. He lobs it up. It's tipped and stolen by Drummond. The Pistons, another fast break chance right here. Jennings for 3. 3, and that's going to be a treble. Detroit making a switch. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. From outside the arc. Hand hit. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Pistons on top. They lead by 13 and will return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, with this assist, he shows you just what a well-rounded guard he really is. Kind of a combo guard, even though he's listed as a shooting guard. Really a diverse offensive skill set.
We're almost seeing more of that. It's guys that have point guard skills that can play both those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Detroit leading by 13, and Detroit looking at who they've got. Anthony Tolliver out there at Greg Monroe. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. Then there's Jackson, and it's Caldwell Pope in at 2 guard. Here's Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Nobody near Barnes. And count it from 19 feet away. Barnes has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Jackson kicks to Monroe. Prince against Iguodala. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
So neither attempt will fall that time point. Warriors trail by 11. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Prince misses.
That's flat out embarrassing.
And Green slams it in.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
The Piston shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. Dishes it to Monroe. And that one's good. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Pass to Monroe. And the rejection by Iguodala. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. A different look here for Detroit. Drummond's checked in for Tolliver. Butler comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Jennings in for Caldwell Pope.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Barnes passes to Curry.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
The offensive rebound, Drummond. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line. Shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
So he comes up empty at the line.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Jennings against Curry. Jennings drives in. Can't hit from in close. The Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Thompson misses.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And the Warriors with possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the Warriors miss again. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Jennings kicks to Monroe. 16 feet away. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Drummond dishes to Monroe. Fires for 3. And that one's good.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And so the Pistons take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that about wraps it up for